another one of your field guide tips is fear is a liar. Man, that punched for me. If you can elaborate on that.
We all have fear. We
Yeah.
all have anxiety. And one of these days early on, it was just, because fear is not so much the moment, right? Like right now, if we said, what are you scared of right in the singular second? Right this second, nothing. But we started thinking about the future and it's like, oh. And so I really started digging into, well, what is anxiety? What's the definition of anxiety? Fear of the unknown. That's literally the definition. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'm like, well, what is fear? And it's like a made up feeling in your brain of something that have uncertainty about, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I sat there thinking, I'm like, so the whole thing is made up in my head, all of it. And so this just like one sentence of fear is a liar just hit home. And I just always thought about that in these moments of, if I removed fear, what action would I take?
Mm,
And if I looked at fear as a liar, would I listen?
mm,
And so that's one of the things of fear being a liar. Think about a person in your life that lies about everything. No matter what they say, you're just kind of like, okay, buddy.
sure.
Sure. Got
Sure.
it. Okay. And that is the process behind that field guide.
That's that's a brilliant tip for everyone listening, and one I'm going to take away with it, because I went back and reviewed some notes from a conference I went to like 3 years ago, and one of the things that I'd written down, it's funny how you go back, the teacher appears when the student is ready. So I wrote it down, but I didn't quite you know really grab it. But I did just the other week, is pain is physical, suffering is psychological.
Yep.
Like pain's real,
Yep.
but suffering is all made up in our heads. Like,
Yeah.
if you choose to suffer, you suffer. If you choose not to, you won't. Because um, you've carried in your book, Undressed, you write about carrying around a quote in your wallet. And I think I'm gonna get this right. I may paraphrase a little bit, but the true measure of a man is not when he stands in the moments of comfort and convenience, but when he stands in the moments of challenge and controversy.
Yep.
You carried that around in your wallet. Why?
So it's a Martin Luther King Jr. quote, and it's the first line which kind of hit home was the ultimate measure of a man.
Yeah.
And I go, huh. Well, if that's the ultimate measure of a man, how am I doing? And in the beginning, we had manufacturing plants, and I'm a new founder, and every problem's the first time I've ever experienced it, and everyone feels like the end, and I was just very emotional about all of it. Like, oh my God, how are we going to get through this? Oh, this is another horrible day. Oh, another problem in manufacturing. Oh, a retailer hates it. Oh, a customer hates it. And so I realized I was very good when things were great. What a great leader I am when everything's going my way. But when things are not going my way, if the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy, I'm not doing too great of a job, to be honest with you. And so I wrote it down on literally a little yellow sticky note. I folded it up and I put it in my wallet. And so I would read it all the time and I would make it a theme. So, like in my journal every morning, I do morning pages and then I lay out my journal in a specific way of critical and urgent and beneficial and important, all this other stuff, which I've talked about. And the theme for probably a full year that I would remind myself every day was that the ultimate measure of a man is this. And so when things are going horribly wrong, how am I handling it? And then it's, am I passing the test? Because you keep getting the test until you learn the lesson and
Yes, you
pass
do.
it.
Yes, you do.
You just, that's the way the world works.
Yeah.
And so once I was able to then now navigate challenge and controversy better and be a better version of myself and a better leader for the people around me, I was able to basically move forward on the journey.